Today I want to share with you the best client info tracker using a spreadsheet. You will learn how to organize your client notes so you can see the client as a whole and in this way better guide them through change, and all of that without any fancy software. Welcome to my channel. My name is Robin and I share videos on motivational interviewing, on organizing your business, but also how to improve your coaching quality, your coaching confidence, so you can ultimately provide a better service and grow your business. Why should you care about taking notes from your clients? Because if you have a template where you can put in the important information, you can quickly review them and remember important details about your clients. It means they feel like you care and that you know them better than any other coach. It also means you are not distracted trying to remember all the details. Instead, you can pay attention to the conversation and better understand what is the client actually saying. How can I best support them? So your focus is more on them. And if you know them better and you better focus on them, your overall service will be better. So their journey through change will be easier and the results will be better. And with better results comes better retention, because if they think you really know them, you really get them, and you get them great results, there's no better argument for them to stick with you. Or they will tell everyone else what a great service you're offering, the quality, how personal it is, and the results that they get. So taking notes and being very comprehensive about it allows you to provide a better service, and that overall creates better results and better business. Even if you're already using a system to track your clients, I encourage you, watch the video and check the spreadsheet out, because you may pick up a clue or two on how to improve the process. And you may also see, oh, this is information that I would like to gather because it's super useful. So stick to the end of the video, check out the spreadsheet. Even if you're already using a software, I promise you can learn a lot. This client tracker is part of my coaching preparation kit. You can find the link in the description. It's a combination of reference guides, templates, and checklists that allow you to better prepare for a session so you feel more confident and overall bring a better service to your clients so they come again or talk about your great coaching with everyone else. So make sure that you watch till the end, because if you don't, you will miss out some of the important keys of how to use this template in the best possible way. How should you use the template? The key is we try to see the client as a whole person. So we don't focus on the training weights and their macro breakdown, but we also look at things like what is their support system? What are some of their struggles? What are some big accomplishments? How have they overcome challenges? Because these information give us an idea of how can we better coach them. We can make better decisions, but we also understand what is important to them, what is not important to them, what kind of communication styles work best for them. And we can also explain things in different ways, because when we know their occupation, when they know they have a family, when we know they have a hobby, we can use these information to better communicate with them, to give better examples. So they say, oh yeah, coach really gets me. This file is a living document. So you start with day one, and day one is actually the sales conversation. So already after the sales conversation, you can write down some specific details. So when you have the first initial conversation, you can remember these things. You can ask them about these things. It means they have the feeling, and you actually do it. You actually really care. You really listen. You really understand they are unique. So you start with day one and you continue to build this file and you fill out these informations. And even if the sales conversation doesn't work in that moment and they say, yeah, that's not a great move for me right now, you can still fill out this file, and if they ever come back, you remember them and have a strong argument why they should coach you. Or if you follow up, you can share specific specific examples, specific articles that are relevant to them. So this is a great way to also just build connections with potential clients. When you first see the spreadsheet, you might think, oh, that's so much information. But I want you to understand that this is not going to be an interrogation or a list of questions that you have to tick off. It's a file that builds over time, and it allows you to build conversations and build a dialogue, and also to continue a dialogue. Some of these informations, as you will see, allow you to open a conversation in a more meaningful way. So it's not the idea to fill everything out day one. It's a process to get to know the client, and then you slowly fill out this template. So when you're in a coaching session, you can do the following. You review your client tracker. You understand this is where they are, these are the current struggles, that is what they have been working on. You go into your coaching. So how can you use the spreadsheet? In a coaching session, you would review your notes. You see what are they currently doing, what is their weight, what are the struggles, what are some of the major life events that are maybe coming up. And then you can plan for the coaching session. So you understand, oh, these are my options that I want to talk about. Then you have actually the conversation. And last, you can add the new information that you have learned into your spreadsheet. So you build this up with every conversation. You build new information and you get to know your client better. If you want to learn how to do an online check-in like this, check out the card here, and also I've linked my video in the description below. And if you're using some kind of check-in form, so you keep track of your clients between sessions, you can do a similar thing. You send out the check-in form, you review the client response, and you add important information, for example, about their struggles or their wins, into the spreadsheet, because it will allow you to quickly review all the information that you have when you're preparing for the coaching session. So you have everything that you need to make a smart coaching decision. And you can also download my client check-in form in the description below and also here in the card. And you may think, oh, I don't have time for this. But I want to challenge you and say, this is a long-term investment, because doing this process means your preparation will be a lot shorter. You don't have to look here and there and maybe grab some files or some notes that you have somewhere. Your check-ins will be more productive and more focused because you know what is going on. You don't have to recall all the details. So you go in, you're focused, you feel good about it, them feel good about it, they feel good about it, and then you can move on to the next client. So it's much more focused. You build stronger relationships. Imagine somebody remembers all the important details about you. You feel a strong connections. And a strong connection means the client will stick for longer because they don't want to miss this amazing coach. And lastly, when they are happier, when they're getting better results, they stick with you, they talk more about you, more people come to you because you are offering such a great service. I want to challenge you in another way. Think along a spectrum. So can you take 2 to maybe 5 minutes at the end of every day to quickly go through your files and add important notes? That's really what it is. When you're doing the reviewing work, you already are in your notes. And now you have one place to save everything. And the question really is, can you afford not to take this time? What does it mean if you're not taking the time to review your clients, to have all their notes in one place and not aiming to provide a better service? Here's a mindset on a daily practice I want to share with you before we go into the spreadsheet and I talk about the details. When you have a conversation, when you have an interaction, force yourself to find one new detail about your client with every interaction, because it makes sure that you truly pay attention and you don't feel like, oh, I have all these notes, I already know my client really well. It's a daily practice. Whenever you have an interaction with a client, try to find something new to learn about them. And very, very quickly, you have a super comprehensive spreadsheet that really tells you what to do, how to do it, what works, what doesn't work. And coaching becomes very, very quickly and very, very easy. One final remark before we go into the spreadsheet. Customize the spreadsheet. Use your colors. Use your own questions. Allow yourself to add questions, change questions, add the information that you want to track, remove some of the information that you don't want to track. This is a file that has been grown for almost 6 years now. So what you want to do with it, how you want to evolve it, is up to you, because the more you make this your own, the more powerful it will be, because it's a tool that supports you to give your best coach in the file itself. First, if you want to download and copy it, make sure that you go to File, and then you can download or make a copy. That's how you get your own version of this. Let's look at this. The file itself is split into 2 parts. The first part here is mostly the client. It's a picture of them. It's a representation of what we know about the client. And the second part, and you can switch here, is all the ongoing details that we need. So let's look at the first part a little bit closer. We have personal information. And here already are some of the unique things. For example, nickname. Some clients have a nickname, and if you have not just 2 or 3, but maybe 20, 25 clients, it becomes difficult to remember their nickname. So a quick glance and you know, oh, this is Nick instead of Nicholas. Age, gender, goal weight, so everything in one place. Start and goal date, so you have the time frame. Here comes the next important part. You not only save the goal, they want to lose weight or they want to gain weight, but also what is the purpose behind it? Why do they want to reach their goal? What drives them forward? And also, what is giving back to them mean? So is it something they want to do for the kids, for the community? This is really more the heart and the gut part of the goal. This is the part that keeps them going when things are difficult. Then we have preferences and needs. This is really for your nutrition program. So what's their preferred eating style? If they use it, you can save the macro breakdown, the number of meals, any allergies, supplements they're using, workout preferences. So do they prefer running or more high intensity styles or more high volume styles? Are there any injuries that you need to take care of? Then in the middle here we have obstacles. So I usually save 3 obstacles. What are the 3 main reasons why my client hasn't reached their goal? And then below that, I try to find 3 strengths or bright spots or ways to overcome these obstacles. And if you're interested in that, you can check out my video on how to create a nutrition coaching program. I also added it to the description below. The next part is twofold. So one is their life situation. Are they married? Are they in a committed relationship? Are they caring for somebody? Do they have family? What is the occupation? So this is often a way to open a conversation. So what is going on with your child, with your wife, or with your husband? What is going on in your broader family? But it also means, what is their support system? Where do they have to turn to when they want to make a decision, or who they can ask for help? Friends, family, acquaintances, whatever it is. And there's always space here to make additional notes. For example, certain friends in their occupation are super helpful or not helpful, or there needs to be, you have to have a conversation maybe with their wife or their husband. Then we have other details. So major life events is also something. They have a wedding coming up or a big birthday. Not only can you save this in your calendar and reach out and say, hey, I want to wish you a great day. But it also means you can always review and see, oh, we have to plan for this. There is something coming up that may get in the way of the training or the eating. Special interests, music, books, shows, these are all ways to connect. You may see an article, you may hear a music track, whatever it is. It's a unique way to say, hey, I notice you, I know you, this is unique for you, unique about you. And it also is a great way to save ideas for a personal gift. So when their birthday comes up, you can truly send them something unique because there's the space for you to save them. Big accomplishments, what are they most proud of? Because this is also often a way to motivate them to think, oh, remember you have achieved this huge thing. What has gone through your mind? How did it feel? Now you can have a conversation and go, oh, there are these specific, highly emotional things that drove you forward. Then we have contact information. So there's the usual things, time zone if you're coaching online, but also this is something I've talked about in another video that I will add in the description. What is their reach out message? So when they haven't responded to you for a couple of days, what is the message that they want you to send? This is crucial. When they don't respond, you can have this conversation early on. Hey, when you're not responding, when you're falling off the wagon, what is the kind of message that you need me to send? It's a great way to open the conversation, but also to have something, hey, we are now at this position that we talked about. Now we have to overcome this. And then I have always a part of just miscellaneous informations and just things I want to keep in mind. But here's another part that I use all the time. What are challenges that I have overcome and how did they do this? Because whenever they feel like, oh, I'm hitting a roadblock, there's an upper limit, I can't go further, then you can have this discussion of, remember how you did this, how you felt in that moment, how did you keep going? Or this is what you used to overcome this, how can we use it in this situation? And I want to be sure that this is clear. This is the key information that you need when they're struggling. You can refer back to critical moments in their lives, how they have overcome a challenge and how they did it. Because one, it reminds them, I am capable, I have the power to overcome challenges, and how they did it. You have specific steps to overcome these challenges. Then we have a part here about general notes about the plan. Here's something like how many calories I want to eat them, or what is their portion breakdown, some unique things, maybe they're fasting on Sundays. All these program details go here. And then we also have a whole other part down below. Let me make this a little bit shorter. This is an ongoing reference sheet. So we have their weight and when they weighed them. We have the date of their meeting, and then we have a couple of important points here. So coaching adjustment and notes. So what have you agreed on that you will change? Maybe something is not working, or maybe something is working really well. In the coaching discussion, what are the things that you have decided to do? The next actions, this is really a part for you to prepare for the conversation. So when we go back, you review this file, you see their check-in form, you make a plan of what could be the potential next steps. This is the part where you can put them. And in the part here is what you actually agreed on. You have a part of client wins. Remember, when they're feeling down, this is the part where you can go, remember you did this, remember you did that, remember you did this, this, and that. You can give them very specific evidence of how well they have been doing. And it's also a nice place for you to remember, this could be a cool social media post. Oh, my client said this or made this awesome progress. Current struggles. So when you're reviewing the check-in forms, or when you have a conversation, maybe they're just texting you and they're saying, oh, this or that is not working really well. You keep track of that and make sure, oh, with my next action steps, I want to go into that and overcome these challenges. And then we have a huge part here about measurements. And you can use these measurements, you can create your own measurements, you can use biofeedback personally. And I've shared a video recently about this that you can find here and also in the description below. I often focus on personal measurements. So what is the one non-scale measurement, for example, that really means they're making progress? What is the mindset measurement that I want to work on? Is it all or nothing thinking, or is it something about their growth mindset? And then here's also a space for photos. One final part I want to emphasize. This starts with a sales conversation. How to have a genuine, authentic sales conversation is something that I talked about as well. You can find it here in the description below. This is the part where you can already make notes about the client. And in the initial conversation, you can refer back to them. And they already know, oh, this coach is different. This coach is listening. This coach knows me. And then you continue this area here. And with every check-in, you get more and more information. With every check-in, you get more insights into your client. You can find the preparation kit and the template in the description below. It will help you feel more confident when you're coaching, but also provide a better service so your clients get better results and you can grow your business. Here are a couple of more videos that will help you exactly that. Improve the processes, provide a better service, and overall help your clients change.